Have you ever picked up your phone, pressed the power button, and felt that quiet panic settle in when nothing happened? No light. No vibration. Just a cold, black screen staring back at you like it's completely given up. If you've been there with your Moto G84, you're not alone, and more importantly, you're not out of options. There's something deeply unsettling about a phone failing us. It's not just a device anymore, is it? It holds our conversations, our photos, our memories, our routines. When it goes dark, it can feel like a small part of your daily life disappears with it. That sudden silence, that absence of response, it can trigger frustration, worry, even a bit of helplessness. But here's the good news: a black screen failure doesn't always mean your phone is gone for good. In many cases, it's something recoverable. And one of the most effective ways to bring your Moto G84 back to life is by using safe mode. Let's walk through this together, calmly, clearly, and step by step. First, let's understand what might be happening. A black screen issue can come from several places. It could be a software glitch, a problematic app, a system crash, or even a temporary freeze. Sometimes, it looks worse than it really is. The phone might still be on, but the display isn't responding. Other times, the system is stuck in a loop it can't escape from on its own. This is where safe mode becomes incredibly useful. Safe mode is like giving your phone a quiet, distraction-free environment to wake up in. When you boot into safe mode, your Moto G84 loads only the essential system apps, nothing else. No third-party apps, no extra processes. Just the core system. And that simplicity is powerful. Because if your phone works normally in safe mode, it tells you something important. The problem likely isn't the phone itself, it's something you installed. Now, before we jump into safe mode, take a breath. You don't need to rush. There's no need to panic. We're going to try a few calm, deliberate steps. Start by making sure your phone has enough battery. Plug it into a charger and give it a few minutes. Sometimes, a completely drained battery can mimic a more serious issue. If nothing appears on the screen, don't lose hope yet. Try a forced restart. Press and hold the power button for about 10 to 20 seconds. You might feel a vibration or see the Motorola logo appear. That's a good sign, it means the phone is still responsive. If the screen remains black, repeat the process once more. It might take a couple of attempts. Now, let's move into safe mode. If your screen briefly comes to life, or if you can see the logo during restart, you're in a good position to proceed. Here's how to boot into safe mode on your Moto G84. Press and hold the power button until the power options appear. Then, press and hold the power off option on the screen. After a moment, you should see a prompt asking if you want to reboot into safe mode. Tap OK. Your phone will restart. When it turns back on, look for the words safe mode in the corner of the screen. That small label carries a lot of meaning. It tells you your phone is running in its most basic state. Now pause for a moment and observe. Does the screen work normally now? Is the display responsive? Can you navigate through the system without issues? If the answer is yes, then you've just uncovered something important. The black screen issue is likely caused by a third-party app. And honestly, this is more common than you might think. Sometimes, apps don't behave the way they should. They can conflict with system processes, especially after updates. One app, just one, can be enough to disrupt the entire display system. So what do you do next? Think back. Did you install a new app recently? Did the issue start after an update or download? That's your first suspect. Go into your apps list while still in safe mode and start uninstalling the most recent apps one by one. After removing each app, restart your phone normally and see if the issue is resolved. Yes, it takes a bit of patience. But this process is like carefully untangling a knot. You don't pull hard, you work through it step by step. If the screen works fine after removing a specific app, you've found the cause. And just like that, your phone is back. But what if the problem persists, even in safe mode? That can feel discouraging, I know. But it's still not the end of the road. If safe mode doesn't resolve the issue, it may point to a deeper system problem. In that case, you might need to consider a factory reset. Now, let's be honest, this step isn't easy. A factory reset wipes your data. Photos, apps, settings, it all goes back to the way it was when you first took the phone out of the box. That's why this option should always come after you've tried everything else. If you can access your phone in safe mode, take a moment to back up your data. Upload your photos, save your contacts, secure what matters most. Then, when you're ready, you can proceed with a reset through the system settings. If your screen is completely unresponsive and you can't navigate normally, you may need to use recovery mode, accessed by holding specific button combinations during startup. Again, take your time. There's no rush. Let's talk about something important here, the emotional side of all this. It's easy to feel frustrated when technology fails us. We depend on it so much that when it stops working, it feels personal. Like something we rely on has suddenly become unreliable. But moments like these are also reminders. Reminders to slow down. To breathe. To approach problems step by step instead of all at once. You're not stuck, you're just in the middle of figuring it out. And that's okay. By now, you've tried restarting, charging, and booting into safe mode. You've checked your apps and taken steps to isolate the issue. And in many cases, that's all it takes. A black screen that once felt like the end of your phone's life turns out to be just a temporary glitch, a problem with a solution. There's something satisfying about that, isn't there? That moment when the screen lights up again. When everything comes back. It feels like relief, like getting something important back that you thought you'd lost. Moving forward, there are a few simple habits that can help prevent this from happening again. Be mindful of the apps you install. Stick to trusted sources. Keep your system updated, but also give it time, don't rush into every update immediately. Restart your phone occasionally. It helps clear temporary glitches. These small actions can make a big difference over time.